Happy Friday, everyone. Thanks so much for being here. My name is Dana Neeson. I run a telesales team for Taylor Legacy. We sell final expense insurance over the phone with one carrier. My job is to help you have stronger, more sophisticated sales conversations. And today we're going to talk about a character trait that will absolutely help determine your success or your failure. All that today on Final Expense Telesales. Today in sales training, we discussed the 5 traits that really make someone an effective communicator. Very brief breakdown. We're not going to go into all of these in detail, but it had to do with sort of rate of speech, the volume of your speech, the melody to your pitch, the tonality that you provide, as well as some strategic pausing. However, there was a much bigger theme to the training today as we were listening to sales calls, talking about the importance of delivering information and overall being a very effective communicator. And it really all boiled down to one word. There's really just one word that sums up everything that I've ever even talked about on this channel, and that one word is confidence. Now, when we think of confidence, we just envision in our mind someone that maybe stands up straight, has their shoulders back, speaks at a loud volume, commands attention, knows the information that they're talking about, and really commands the authority. They're very effective communicators because they're confident in the information they want to deliver. And how could you be confident in delivering information over the phone if you don't even have your script memorized? How could you be confident in delivering information over the phone if you don't have your objections memorized? If you don't have your end of call objections memorized? If you don't even understand the company that you're representing? Meaning, how long has your company been in business for? Where is their home office located? How much revenue do they write every year in annualized premium? Can you confidently speak to the company that you represent? Can you confidently say that I could sit down and have a conversation with someone and go through my script from start to finish without even looking? Would you know what questions to ask? Would you know where you're taking them before they even answered the questions? Confidence comes with being prepared with the information that you want to deliver. And I'm going to give you a really, really perfect analogy that is true for me. Prior to COVID, I would say that I tended to shy away from conversations that involve politics. I shied away from it because I was not confident in being able to contribute to that type of conversation in a meaningful and impactful way, or in a way that would make me sound smart, right? I did not have enough information, next to nothing, to where I wouldn't sound stupid if I spoke. And so I would just not say anything at all, or try to turn the conversation a different way so I could contribute. I have taken it upon myself to be involved in that conversation. I am very much now an active participant in what is happening in our country, what is happening globally. I could now speak to people about different political viewpoints, about the candidates that are running, about foreign policy, things that I could never speak to before because I just didn't take the time to understand it. I now have developed the confidence to contribute to these conversations because I know what I'm talking about. So in the same token, if you don't know what you're talking about, if you're just relying on a script by itself to get you policies, and you don't have that deeper level of understanding of why you're saying what you're saying, why you're selling what you're selling, why it's important that this customer needs the information to get out of their own way to make a decision, that confidence won't project through. In fact, you'll probably be very intimidated. You'll be sweating. You're just going to be trying to get through the script. People are going to be rushing you to get to the quote. If any of that sounds familiar, it's because your confidence is projecting in a way where it's not engaging. You're just an order taker. You're just delivering information because you have not taken the time to commit it, not just to memory, but also to a deeper level of understanding where somebody wants to do business with you because you are the authority, because you understand it better than anyone else that gets on the phone with you. Having confidence in what I teach also helps people lean in to believing what I have to say. How do you know that what I'm teaching in this sales process is even works? Have you ever worked with me? Do you know that what I'm telling you is real? Or are you leaning in because the confidence that I'm projecting and how I'm presenting it and how passionate I am that it works causes you to believe me, causes you to say, this person knows what they're talking about? Is it because I've shown you on a live sales call that it works? Yes, I've played sales calls. I do have my own calls on there, but really, you can only take my word for it. And if I was jumping up here on YouTube and presenting information like this and saying the first thing you should do in the first 30 seconds is to say, hi, my name is Dana, and I am calling about the state-regulated burial programs, and I promise if you do this, it will work because I do it every day and I have a 50% conversion rate. I mean, would you really believe me? Probably not, because the way that I'm telling you how to do it is boring. There's no enthusiasm. There's no energy. I'm not projecting confidence. So if you take anything away from any of the trainings that I have on this page, it is that your ability to deliver the information must be a 10 out of 10, a level 5. To be so confident that what you are doing for people is better than them doing nothing at all, or to choose somebody else, they will lean into it. In fact, yesterday, a broker friend of mine reached out to me and said, hey, I just want to ask you a question. I went to someone's house and I did a face-to-face presentation, and she told me up front that she had another agent coming to her house. And I already knew that I was going to be up against that. And by the time we got to the end, that was the objection that I got. Thank you so much for the information, but I do want to hear what this other person has to say. And he said he offered Mutual of Omaha, and he said, ironically, this other agent is from Lincoln Heritage. So then I said to him, what if it was me? What if I was the agent that was coming in behind you? Would you then want to make sure that this woman didn't leave the kitchen table without signing up with you to create so much doubt in the other conversation she wanted to have, that if I were to follow behind you, representing Lincoln Heritage with the product and policy that was going to be a little more expensive than Moose, who do you think would come out with the policy? And because I know that I am so confident in what I'm going to be presenting, I'll speak to the fact that it probably will be a little bit more. But how I will take this customer through the sales process and the benefits that I know I will be able to provide to her family upon her passing will justify the extra cost. I said, now it's not me, but if it was me, do you think you would be so apt to say, may the best presentation win? Who do you think's gonna walk out with that policy? And he replied, ha ha ha, shoot, damn it, Dana, you're right. And so don't just assume that because you have the cheapest policy, that automatically means that you're going to get the sale. Your confidence in yourself and your product and how you're presenting it and getting the client to understand their problems, concerns, frustrations, the changes they want to make, the fear of future pain. All of that is what is going to help somebody make a decision, not the price. So the homework that you will have this weekend is, in order to start building the confidence, is commit your script to memory, as well as understand the why behind the words on your paper. Once you do that, you will be able to stop paying attention to what's in front of you and start focusing on who is on the other end of that phone, what is important to them, the clues they are giving you. That is the most important thing that will help you close more sales. Thank you so much. If you liked this video, please give it a like. If you'd like to contribute to the conversation more, please post a comment. Love to hear what you have to say, and I will see you next week.